Emile Mayade was a French car pioneer and racing driver. He was born on the 21st of August 1853 in Clermont-Ferrand, in central France. In 1890, he joined the Panhard de Levassor in Paris, where he worked as a mechanic and then became the chef d'atelier, the workshop chief. The first Panhard de Levassor was built in 1889, and they started selling cars the following year. The company became one of the most successful in the very early days of motor racing in France and abroad, with vehicles exported worldwide. Mayade drove a Panhard de Levassor Phaeton in the world's first motoring event from Paris to Rouen in 1894, where he finished 7th overall, and the following year he finished 6th in the Paris-Bordeaux-Paris race. His greatest racing success was the win at the 1896 Paris-Marseille-Paris, by many considered the first official motor race in the world. He won the final 3 stages of the 10-stage race in just under 68 hours, half an hour ahead of Merkel on a Panhard de Levassor as well. Another Panhard had been leading and dominating the race in the early stages, the 4-horsepower Panhard, driven by Emile Levassor, when on the 4th stage the driver and riding mechanic suffered a serious crash that took them out of contention and ultimately led to Levassor's death the following year. On the same year, he also took part in the 1896 Emancipation Run from London to Brighton, the first motor race in Great Britain, where he finished 6th, covering the 87-kilometer race distance in 6 hours and 8 minutes. In July 1897, Mayade drove a Panhard in the Paris-Dieppe race, which was won by the Marquis Jules Albert Dion in a Dion 20-horsepower steamer. Mayade died the following year in a car accident, not during a race, but in one of the very first road accidents in France, when his car hit the wheel of a horse cart, overturning his vehicle and throwing the driver out. He died the following day due to internal injuries that had not been identified in the immediate aftermath of the crash.